Items.
Evening. I'll run through this pretty quickly. You've heard most of this already, but this is really our last step here in front of the successor agency on the refunding of our former redevelopment bonds. So I won't go through the background here too much, except I just want to highlight the last 2 points because these are updates to the staff report. When we put the report in the packet, we hadn't yet heard back from the Department of Finance, but on July 9th, they did in fact approve the refunding of all of the outstanding bonds, so that was great news. That was a week earlier than we anticipated. And then on July 10th, we also received an outstanding rating from S&P. We got an A+ long-term rating with a stable outlook on the bonds, so all of that was extremely positive. As we mentioned before, the refunding of all of the 7 bond issues will produce savings for all of the taxing entities, including the city, where the initial estimates are, or were that it would be about $100,000 average annual savings to the city's general fund. We're now looking at that is probably going to be more than our initial estimate. So. Wonderful news. Tonight, you're just being asked to approve the resolution that authorizes the following actions: to approve the POS and deem it final, and authorizes distribution to the underwriters of the refunding of the bonds, and any other official actions that are necessary to consummate the issuance and sale. The next steps after this, we'll go ahead and post the official statement. We'll conduct the pre-marketing and of the bonds to the potential investors. Next week, we'll pre-price and price the bonds, and then we are hoping to close mid-August and early September. And that's it. If you have any questions, happy to.
Questions from council? Okay, any public comment on this item?
I just found some typos, as I always do, and I failed to mention them to you. Do you want me to tell you about them later?
Yeah, if you want to just let me know, and then I can fix them.
It's not in the resolution, so
okay,
it's
great.
in the other documentation.
Perfect.
So
Thank you.
Perfect.
Mayor?
Yes.
Oh, are we still doing public comment?
I saw some people kind of lift up a little bit. Anyone? No? Okay, go ahead, Nora.
Yeah, I would just like to thank the staff and the committees who reviewed this very complex process. We're moving in the right direction on this. It's going to be a substantial bonus to not only the city, but the other entities. And with that, I move the resolution.
I'll second it.
Anyone opposed?
Nope.
Great. Okay. All right. Thank you.
And do we also have to give authority to staff to move ahead on something else?
No, the resolution calls for that.
Okay,
Yes,
very
okay.
good.
All right. We have no other items on this agenda, so with that meeting is adjourned. And we now move on to the green agenda.